What you doing with a pen? You're gonna go penning?
Penny. Sit on the couch. Ooh, some notes. You put those there, we'll read those after. Oh, thank you. Orange. And he's got an orange.
It's dark. And you get an orange too.
We can help you get it out. Oh, not for throwing.
Take
Good girl, good manners. we've got the first cucumber, the first telegraph cucumber, and some more gherkins, which aren't quite as big as the two I picked yesterday, but good size for eating. And our first few plums. Yay! Hey guys, welcome to Wild Hope Homestead. We've had a full-on Christmas with lots of time spent with family, but we're having a home day today, so it's good for trying to get some things done. Steve's been chopping up some of the wooden things along by the firewood racks, and Angus and Scarlett have been helping me clear the kumara row. I just had to pull out an old parsley and some cabbages and some of the sprouting broccoli so that I can get the kumara slips planted in there, hopefully today before it rains. So we currently have red cabbages swimming in a pool. They had a lot of bugs in them, some wiggling around in there. Slugs and earwigs and some aphids and just dirty bits, so they are soaking in there to try and get rid of some of the nasties. Yes, and we're trying to leave them alone, aren't we? Just leave it in there. With all the rain we've had, we had really warm weather and then rain. The weeds have just taken off like nobody's business, so I've pulled a few out of the herb garden, but even with the mulch, the grasses are rocketing away. Well, actually that's the worst part, which is where the stones are, and there isn't mulch in there, but I'm going to have to put more mulch down, thicker. But at least the herbs are growing really well too. Another thing I need to do is get these Egyptian walking onions out. They're looking pretty headed. They really needed to come out before we had a whole bunch of rain, but I didn't get time to do that. So now that they've dried out a little bit, well, we had a lot of wind too, so they all need to come out. Everything's looking a bit wild. The heat and the rain, some of the lettuces are bolting. These ones that I covered, look how much better these are doing now that the birds can't get them. I did pick a few leaves a couple of days ago, so they would have been even bigger than this, but definitely the birds were getting those ones compared to these ones that are still getting eaten by the birds. So they don't care much for the red lettuces, but they really like these green ones for some reason. And I just realised I forgot to pick gherkins yesterday. Whoops. It's been a couple days since I picked any. Oh dear. Okay, well then at least they're not as drastic as I thought. That's like a good normal sized gherkin. I'm going to start picking gherkins soon at this rate. But not quite yet, I need a few more to be ready all at the same time. That one's getting stuck in the fence. Come out! Ugh. Okay, peppers are starting to pick up a bit since we've had some rain. Pumpkins have gone absolutely bonkers. Tomatoes are doing well too. I need to wind these ones rather urgently. Actually, these potato onions look like they pretty much need to come out too. Oh, the melons are doing well, finally, yay. So I can take this one off. I replaced, unfortunately we only had one watermelon that survived the first round and one honeydew melon. So I planted all my spare watermelons along here, and so far they have all survived, yay, which is quite amazing. I think the first ones may have been a little bit too small when I planted them and not quite hardened off enough. And the slugs and snails just got them as well. But so far, these ones are doing much better. These potato onions, man, all the onions, all of a sudden, all the onions look like they're ready to come out. I think the trouble is they have gotten some rust. I think that's what the trouble is. We did have, you know, quite a bit of rain. It's been very humid and sticky. So here we are at the front plot. We've basically cleared out this kumara row. There's just, I think, maybe 2 purple sprouting broccoli plants, which I may leave there to drop their seeds. We'll see how we go. I've been having to keep these pumpkin runners back into their row because they're, well, they're just growing all over the place, which is good. Got a few more tomatoes that need winding and maintenance. I have kept up with some of them. And the potatoes still doing their thing. These onions were planted later, so they're still alright for now. I've been harvesting the first of the Egyptian walking onions, and what I realised is they had gotten very wet in the garden. I mean, we have had some big patches of rain off and on, so also, I think I planted them too close together. I mean, I know I planted them too close together, so that probably didn't help. Some of them are pretty small, the ones that were shaded a lot. There are some bigger ones, but so far, they're not really as big as they should be. So that's kind of disappointing, but the ones in the front plot are actually still doing okay. Those were planted later. The ones out the front must have gotten in later and missed some of the rain patches at this kind of later stage of their development. So anyway, I'll try and get the rest of these out. I want to get the kumara planted. I really need to get these out before the rain comes, because there's supposed to be a lot of rain tomorrow. These few Egyptian walking onions here were bulbs that accidentally got missed last year. And they've divided into clumps just like the others. But they've actually gotten to the stage of forming bulbils on the seed heads, which I can save to plant next time. The others didn't even get to produce any bulbils. It looks like these ones didn't get too soggy or as much affected by rust because it's drier in this bed under the shelter of the carport. These are some of our potato onions. They are not looking super great either, but they're actually looking better than the Egyptian walking onions. This is the biggest clump of potato onions so far. So they're not too bad, considering. Here's another lot of potato onions. And there's another lot of potato onions in a row over here. So these ones had more space, the ones in rows, but they're still not super great. I can see that they've actually been quite affected by rust, especially these ones here. And also the nutrition's not that great at this end of this bed, so I probably need to amend the soil with something. This is our total potato onion harvest. And this is our Egyptian walking onion harvest from the raised bed garden. I've only got 4 orange kumara shoots. They really did not grow very well from the mother kumara at all. So I'm going to plant those probably down the far end because they haven't got that many roots yet either. But I have masses and masses of red kumara shoots or tubu slips. So I'm going to have to prize all these apart from each other, and the mother ones are still shooting away as well, so I'll probably have too many, but we'll see how we go. Okay, so I've started planting them and then we had dinner, so I've got to finish them now because there's supposed to be rain tomorrow, so I want to get them in before that comes. So I'm just, the shoots are all in various stages of how many roots they've got. Most of them are pretty well rooted, so that's good. Lots of good roots in there, so I don't know how many I've got or how many I need, but I've still got kumaras growing shoots on the windowsills if I need more, so we'll just see how we go.
You're gonna go gold panning?
I don't want that dirt on here though, because that'll be weedy. That's alright, hon. I can just scrape some from the middle.
And there's no gold in there.
Oh, just because it's a bit rooty.
Oh yeah.
Red? What?
That is not gold, it's green.
Green. Oh, this is
It's
green.
a green walnut. That is a rock. Daddy thinks there's gold here. But there isn't.
How do you know?
There because I've been playing here for almost every time.
This is true.
And
That's one row. Is this all I've got?
Yes.
Okay. I thought I would have heaps. I mean, there's still shooting inside, so I guess I'll start down the far end.
so let's go double that. Oops, I need to undo my stuff before I sit
Okay, so that's all we have for now. I thought I had heaps, but maybe my spacing got a little bit close, I think. Anyway, we have the 4 orange ones at this end on this side, and the rest are all red kumara. So we've done one whole row, one hill in the row, and then we've got 5 in that row, and apparently I have space for another 25. I think I did plant them a little bit closer than 30 centimetres, only slightly. Oh well, that's alright. I had no idea how many I was going to fit, so that's fine. So last year I planted them differently. I did them diagonal spacing along one hill. Unfortunately they didn't have enough time to grow very big, so I can't really compare. This year I'm trying doing 2 hills in that one row, and just planting a single row of kumara spaced 30 centimetres apart on each hill. And that's all the rooted shoots we've got for now, but our mother kumara are still sprouting. Oh, there's 2 that I've only just pulled off there that I've only just started to root in the water, so I'll just keep rooting the shoots that are coming off the mother ones and plant them out there as we go. I just need to get the whole row mulched now before the rain comes. So I've got another 6 kumara shoots or slips rooting in the jar, and I'll just leave the mother ones producing more shoots for now, and we'll see how many we can get to try and fill up the rest of the row. We might not be able to get them all in there, but I think there are quite a lot in there anyway, because the 2 hill rows mounds are pretty close together. So what are you doing? Are you driving? I don't think you're going anywhere.